Hello all my beautiful sisters from those other misters, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a just doing my makeup first impressions on a bunch of Linda Hallberg goodies that I have. So I have the Spectral palette, I have a Crayon, I have the H2 Glow face mist, and I have all of the new Fantastick lip shades. So they released 5 new shades recently. They sent them all. This was all in PR. So massive thank you to Linda Hallberg for sending, or the Linda Hallberg team for sending this over. I might just give you a little bit of info on the products before we get into what I did here. Starting with the Spectral palette. So this is an 8-pan sort of, should we call it a vibrant pastel palette? Is that fair? Do we think that's fair? Anyway, 8-pan palette. These are massive pans. What do we got in here? So they're 2.5 grams each, and the palette retails for $59 US. Then I have the black core crayon. So this is just a black pencil liner. This one retails for $18 US. I have the H2 Glow face mist. So this is a bi-phase 30ml face mist for glowy skin. This one retails for $25 US. Then I have the 5 new shades of Fantastick that were recently released. These retail for $23 US each, or you can buy the bundle of 5 for $100, which I believe is a saving of 15 bucks. Without further ado, let's get into the look. Prep my eyes with the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define in C5, and I've set between the crease and the brow bone with a powder. And I'm just gonna, look, I don't actually know what I want to do. All I know is I want to use all of the shades. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in with Unknown, I think, to start. Oh wow, okay, it's a lot more pigmented than I expected. Actually, let's zoom in. Oh, okay, it's quite soft actually. This is the shade Eerie. This is Phantom. Oh, wow. This is the shade Occult. Just gonna go back in with Unknown over the edge of this purple to help blend it a little easier. It's quite an intense color, so it's a little bit difficult to really blend out those edges, especially since I sort of concentrated it in like specific areas. Just using a little bit more of Occult to, oh god, that color is intense. Okay, I've just tapped off my brush because it's look, compared to what else is in the palette, it's the darkest shade, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I think the palette needs a dark shade, but when we're comparing this sort of light eye to this dark eye, it can be a little bit difficult getting a balance and not making this one look completely dark, which I think it's going to anyway, but we'll keep the product minimal. This is the shade Dim. Look, I wouldn't call that dim. Alright, Illusion is a little bit difficult to pick up, so Illusion's the silver. With Dim, I was able to just sort of swipe my brush With Illusion, I've had to use a bit of a back and forth motion to pick it up. But once it's on there, it's on there. Let's see how it sticks. Oh no, no fallout. We're not doing that today. Okay, so that's kind of like a micro glitter formula, which is fine. It's gorgeous, but there is a little bit of fallout and it's kind of, it needs a little bit more work to get it to adhere. But I haven't got like a super sticky base on or anything, and you can see it is sticking. Taking the shade Faint, which is an acid green. And the shade is Abstract. Okay, those eyes look appropriately nuts considering I've just used 8 shades. I do have here a Core Crayon. So, Core Crayon, this is in the shade Black. I'm just going to use this to tightline. I won't use it as like a standard eyeliner because I want to do a wing and I'm really bad at doing that with a pencil, so I'm going to go in with probably a liquid. I haven't tried one of these pencils before, so I'll be interested to see how it holds up in tight line. Usually things don't last on me. There's only a few that have like really good longevity and they work with my body chemistry and they actually stay on my eyes, but we'll see how that one goes. Okay, eyes are done. Now, if you're wondering what I did, I used the Biba Last Pen eyeliner. This is in black for the wing. The mascara I used is the Essence Super Curl Volume Mascara. The lashes I'm wearing are the Eyelure 117s. These are meant to be pre-glued, so they have like a glue strip on them. I peeled that off and stuck them on with standard glue. On my waterline, I used the Revlon Colorstay in, I don't know, 210 Teal, and I use this on both eyes because it's a teal color. The greens on this side were brought out and it was more blue on this side, so good color for doing stuff like that. And on my lower lashes, I used the Maybelline Falsies in Navy Glam on this side, and on this side I used the Lash Renegade from Wet n Wild in the purple shade. What are you called? Avenging Amethyst. So there we go. That is the eyes done. I want to do some lip swatches of the new Fantastick shades from Linda Hallberg. Now, if you're not familiar with these are basically multi-purpose lip and cheek tint products. They have a balmy consistency and they offer a little bit of shine. I personally won't be using these on my cheeks because I have a set base and it's not really my jam. However, these as like lip products, oh my god, I love them. I already have a few of them from their first launch, and now I have all of the new shades and that is super exciting. So I'm going to swatch them all and show you what they look like. This is the shade Extra. So this is a clear balm with a sparkle in it. The sparkle, look, yesterday when I was taking photos of these, it looked like it was sort of like this beautiful fiery orange shade. Right now it looks like a coppery gold, so I think it's going to depend on the lighting that it's in. But let's get this on. So there we go. You can see it's just a clear balm. These are really comfortable to wear. This one will be going straight in my handbag for when I want a lip balm. The sparkle on it is not, you know, it's not obnoxious. I feel like it looks like it just adds to the glossiness of it. So it's not looking glittery on the lips. It's just making it look more glossy. Okay, let's do the nude before I get into the colors. This one is called Famous and it is a chocolatey brown looking shade. Let's pop it on. Oh my God, stop. So that's sort of like a nude that is my lips, but browner and better. So you can see that even though these have a balm consistency and they're not like super intensely opaque, they still cover really well. This one is called I Dye and it is basically fluorescent. Wow, I'm so impressed with that. Today I put on a YSL lipstick that is also quite a fluorescent type of shade. It's within this family, but it's a little bit more on the coral side or the pinky coral side, whereas this pulls a bit more orange and red tones. And the formula of that lipstick, while it's lovely, like it's YSL, it's a nice formula. The pigment in it seems to sort of settle or grab and it doesn't look perfectly smooth, whereas this is just a beautiful smooth application of color. I die too, Linda Hallberg, I die too. Next shade is called Cultured and this looks like an orangey brown, sort of maybe brick red. Is that fair? Let's see how it looks on. Ah. All right, that's a stunning like terracotta orange shade. Oh man, that's beautiful. Okay, the last shade I have here is called Pop and it is a sort of, it looks like it might be a fuchsia berry. Oh yeah, like a dark fuchsia. So again, super smooth formula, really pigmented, but light. It's not, like it doesn't feel thick and heavy on the lips. It's just packed full of pigment punch. I love these. If you haven't tried these and it's the sort of product that tweaks your interest, like if you like really comfortable, glossy, easy to wear, colored lip products or even tinted lip products, these ones are really, really nice. So if you are making a Linda Hallberg order, I would 100% recommend grabbing a Fantastick if you are interested in them. I'm gonna leave this shade on. I don't think it's the best shade with this eye look. The one that I most enjoyed was Cultured, actually, which surprised me. So that was sort of the terracotta orange shade. I feel like it really made everything pop. And that's because there's like blue and green tones in there and orange goes really well with them. So anyway, I'm gonna leave this on for now because that's fine. But I want to try this. So this is the H2 Glow Face Mist. See if I can get it out. Come on. So these are quite small bottles. They're only 30 mils. You should be able to see it is a biphase product. So I'm going to give it a good shake. She's shook up and she's a beautiful shade of blue. I'll just prime this quickly. Smell it. Oh, it doesn't smell like anything. I think this might have a little bit of a micro mister thing going on. So let's try it. Oh shit. Oh my god, I literally like sprayed myself in a, oh okay, look, let's hold it back and do that again. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on there. What's happening? I don't know if I can show you. Nah, you can't see it. So what it's doing is, it looks like it looks, so the jet comes out, you know, fine, and then it goes bigger, right? It's almost like at the top and the bottom of the jet, it's more concentrated. But it is a micro mister. It just doesn't feel super even in the way that it's applying. It almost feels like there's more concentrated jets of fluid that are coming out surrounded by the micro mist when you spray it. So I'm gonna try again. No, that's too far away. Oh, here we go. No, still. Okay, look, I just feel like the actual like mister, like the spray mist that's coming out, it's not even, and I can't really seem to get it even, and it seems to spray up. Maybe I need to try that. Hang on. Take 3. No. What is happening? I'm so confused. Maybe should. Okay, look, I feel like if I keep spraying it, look what I've done to my chin. I'm absolutely soaked. I feel like I could spray that all day trying to work it out, but I just don't feel like the mister is even. Like there are dense patches in that mister, and I don't, like, you know, I've experienced dense misters before where it comes out in like a squirt and it's really contained, but this one is like micro mist in some spots and then like intense squirts in others. So I'm not so sure I like the mister, and I feel bad saying that because I really love Linda Hallberg products, but I'm not loving that completely. What I will say is the whole glow thing is legit because I really got my chin, like I really got my chin. Definitely too much on my chin. It's dried, but it looks glowy. So look, it's there, it works. I feel like maybe I would want to put this into a different bottle to get a more even mist, because I feel like that mister is just not, it could be better. Okay, let me do final thoughts on this. So, you know what? I kind of want to change this lip. I'm going to change the lip back to that terracotta shade. Oh yeah, she's a pretty color. So, final thoughts on first impressions. The palette, now based off the colors that were in here, I was a little bit worried about the formula because some of these look almost like vibrant pastels. I was a bit concerned that maybe they might be a bit chalky or not have the punch that they need to actually look vibrant on the eye, but I think the formula is very good. I didn't have any patchiness. They built really well. I think initially they certainly can go on quite soft and muted. So if you're going for a really like soft pastel, like let's say you're applying them over a blanked out eye with a white base and you want a true pastel, they're not going to go on so rich and pigmented that you sort of lose that pastel feel to them. But then if you want to build them up, if you want to go richer and more intense, you can do that and the colors will layer well. I do think that they blend with the they blend with themselves, so you know the individual shades blend well with the other shades in the palette so that things aren't becoming muddy. Instead of it becoming muddy, they create a new shade. So like with the purple and the teal, these two, they'll actually create like a new blue shade. So you can totally go in there and mix them together separately away from the eye, like on a brush, and then apply them, or you can sort of mix them together on the eye and you're not going to get this weird sort of muddiness. Like they they stay separate, which is great. I think the shimmery shades, or the, let's call them satins, so dim, faint, and abstract, they have good adherence on their own. I do think Illusion it's a little bit messy. There's probably going to be fallout. I had a bit of fallout, and it was a bit more difficult to get it to adhere to the eye, but it got there in the end, and I didn't have to like wet my brush to help it or anything like that. It's just a bit of a different formula. It's kind of like a micro glitter, or it's even finer. Like, it is super, it's like a macro glitter. Let's call it a macro glitter. So yeah, I think it's actually a really nice palette. I do like Occult, the dark shade in here, but I think that's probably the one shade where I felt like maybe I had a little bit of difficulty with it. It was almost not patchy, but it wasn't going on as smooth as some of the other like lighter shades were. Was it like an actual problem? Not really, because it's on and it's fine. I think just when I compared it to these shades here and how they applied, this one was a little bit different, a little bit more difficult, but not necessarily bad. But I do think it would also be fair for me to point out that purple shades are hard to get the formula right. And I would say, in terms of purple shades, that is a good formula. I've used a lot of bad purple eyeshadows. The Core Crayon. So I only used it to tightline, so you can't really see it under there, but it's on, it's staying on. I will just have to see how it goes over the course of the day wearing it. Hopefully it's good. I would try to remember to leave like a little update about that in the description box. These Fantasticks, I don't feel like I have to say much about these. I love them. I've loved these since I tried the first lot that were released, and these are no different. This Cultured shade is so fun. I didn't think it would be one for me, but I really like it. Then we've got Famous, which is the nude, and I love that. Extra is just easy to wear. I Dye, which is the really like vibrant sort of orangey reddish coral. I would never have purchased this, but my god, it is so beautiful. And that's actually something that I really love about PR. Sometimes you get sent things that you wouldn't, like, you just wouldn't go there because it doesn't seem like it's the type of thing that would fit into your usual makeup preferences or routine or anything like that. And then you try it and you're like, I was very wrong. And then we have Pop, which is the darker sort of, it's like a dark fuchsia berry, another beautiful shade. And finally, the H2 Glow Mist. I won't harp on about this too much because I already harped on about it, trying to describe my feelings about the mister. But I like how it's made my skin look, because the skin looks healthy, and I've got a little black thing. The skin looks healthy and glowy, but not greasy, which I really like. Okay, granted, I've got way too much on my chin, but you know, we'll just give that a little tap and she'll come back to life. I'll be interested to see how my foundation holds up throughout the rest of the day wearing this, because sometimes for me, dewy setting sprays or finishing sprays can cause my makeup to break down quicker, simply because I have oily skin, and you know, sometimes they just don't get along. The skin and the spray, they're like, nah mate, we're not friends. But I'll see how I go. All right, so that's it for my little first impressions of the Linda Hallberg goodies that I have amassed. Let me know if you guys have any comments, if you tried anything, if you loved it, if you loathed it, or if anything's on your wish list. And I think I shall go because I need to film another video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.